Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I love to say this, but it is so true. I'm just going to cover this so we have a little shade. It is Bare Feet Live Day. It is Tuesday. We are live on Facebook and YouTube today. Thank you so much for everybody who's joining us today. I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day weekend, a long weekend. I can't believe it's Tuesday. I feel like today's Monday. I just want to say I'm so excited. Today is our 25th week of Bare Feet Live, if you can believe it. That's 25 weeks since we started, since quarantine. And Bare Feet Live is about staying connected with the world through dance and music. And I am so excited about our guest today. I'm just going to bring her right in. Let's see. Leilah Broukhim, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you so much for being here today.
So happy to be here. Congratulations on 25 weeks.
Thank you for being our 25th guest. I don't know about you, but for me, dance has kept me sane through this entire time. And I am so grateful. Yeah, I am so grateful that I'm able to stay connected with people around the world like yourself and all of our fans that are here. We'll say a quick hello to a couple of the fans that are already here. We have Mike Jones from Texas. Thank you. Yoga Annie. Thank you. Suzanne. Thank you so much. She said, happy 25th week. Thank you. Maureen, you made it from New York City. Maureen was going to watch goats. I guess they're bringing in goats to the park to eat all the overgrown shrubbery because quarantine. Crystal from Las Vegas. Thank you. Rich from Pittsburgh. Oh, amazing. We've got so many wonderful people. So for everybody who's joining us, let me give our viewers a little bit of introduction of how we know each other, because we've actually never danced together before yet. Not until today.
No, not yet.
And I was at the Flamenco Festival in New York City, back in 2012. And I saw you perform at the 92nd Street Y, and I was just awestruck by your performance, your group. It was incredible. So tell people about you, what you do, who you are, your dance, your music, what inspires you. I know that's a lot, but just tell everyone a little bit about yourself, Leilah.
Okay. Well, I also fondly remember that article because I remember when reading it, I thought, wow, she really got it, you know? So I'm really happy to be here today to share a little bit about flamenco with you. So I was born and raised in New York City. Hey, what's up? And my parents are originally Sephardic Jews from Iran. And basically, I went to Columbia University to study film. I wanted to be a filmmaker. And then I decided to go to Spain for a year to study flamenco. I started when I was about 18. I've been dancing since I was very young, tap, jazz, ballet. And then I got into flamenco when I was 18. And when I graduated, I said, let me go to Spain for a year. And I just celebrated my 20th year in Spain on August 28th. So 1 year became 20 years. I know, I still can't believe it. It went by like that. No regrets. It's been an amazing ride. Flamenco has been my passion. It's taken me to beautiful places. I've met so many beautiful people, have had so many amazing experiences, creative experiences. And so let's see what happens from now on.
I love it. I love it. I didn't know all that. I didn't realize that you were born in New York of Iranian parents and then moved to Spain. I mean, it's just, and it makes so much sense now knowing that too, thinking back on when I saw you perform, because it was I remember that was a big part. It was your Jewish heritage was a big part of that performance.
Yeah, that's yes, that particular show was my first solo show, so to speak, and it's called Dejando Huellas, Traces, and it's the story of a Sephardic woman through time, and it tells the story of my Sephardic and Persian ancestors, and it fuses flamenco with Sephardic music on the one hand and with Persian music. So it's been that show has been a great adventure, and like yourself, that you go all over the world dancing. Like, we've had the opportunity to be in a lot of different places with that show, and not only Jewish festivals or dance festivals, just all types of crowds. So it's been a ride. It's been a great ride.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So for everybody who's joining us, I'm with Leilah Broukhim. She is a flamenco dancer and musician. We were just talking during quarantine. You've been writing music.
Yeah, it's a little strange because flamenco is very intense and it kind of takes all of your energy, and there's really no time for anything else, especially if you're a foreigner, that you're immersing yourself. And so it really takes up all of your being. But I started learning how to play guitar, and slowly I started writing songs. That was about 5 years ago. And then I started to play concerts. I play folk music, like American folk music, has nothing to do with flamenco. It's a totally different vibe.
Yeah.
And I wrote some songs. I recorded some songs in Cordoba in the south of Spain with an amazing producer. And we released 4 singles during quarantine. So that's been also kind of crazy and amazing at the same time. I still can't even believe it, when my sister sends a photo from Spotify. My sister's on Spotify. I can't even believe it. So
that's amazing. Congratulations. So for people who want to find Leilah for all of her music, they can find you on Spotify, but if they follow you on Instagram, we have Leilah Music, because it's you have 2 separate accounts, right?
Yeah, the flamenco account and the music account.
Yeah. Well, for everybody joining us, this is Leilah Broukhim. Today we're going to be dancing flamenco with her. And I want to say a quick hello to so many other wonderful people that are joining us. We have Shirley from New York City. Denise, thank you. Amy Beth, thank you for joining us. Jana from Florida. Roseanne, thank you. Eric from Texas. Who else do we have? We have Rocio. I think he's from New York City. Timothy, thank you so much. Michaela from Dubai. Hello. Yes, thank you for joining us from the other side of the world. Cool. Eric from Oklahoma. We've got Corey Lee, one of our favorite travel bloggers. Barb from Ohio. Oh my goodness. Victor from San Antonio with his girlfriend Crystal. Thank you guys. All right. So we love Bare Feet Live because the mission of Bare Feet has always been to connect with people through dance and music. And while we can't travel, I figured, how can we still keep that mission alive of connecting with people through dance? Well, we have the technology, right? We have this amazing technology. And that's what we're going to do today. So for everybody in here, if you've never been to a Bare Feet Live, a lot of familiar faces on our comments. So I know some of you have been here before. We're going to dance with Leilah. Leilah is going to show us some flamenco, and she's going to teach us some. But before you teach us some, can we see and hear, because flamenco is this very rhythmic, very passionate, very staccato, but also graceful and beautiful. It's like this melding of so many wonderful things about dance that I love about dance so much. Yeah.
Flamenco is a very complex art form. I'd just like to explain a little bit before we get into dancing. So first of all, it's not only, flamenco is not only the dance. So people think that, if you know about dance, then you know everything there is to know about flamenco. But what if this sparks your interest for the future, which I hope it does, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me. Once you start learning the steps and the movements, which we all fall in love with, that's how it happened with me first too, with the dance. Then you have to kind of look at the bigger picture and start learning more about cante. Cante is the singing. You just showed me an amazing.
So what's so funny is my husband. So my husband, every night we make dinner, and my husband's a big vinyl collector, and he collects vinyl. And he started playing this record that he found, and this is flamenco, and it's
flamenco at its best. Singers from Jerez de la Frontera, from the south of Spain, Terremoto, El Tío Borrico. And what I'm trying to say is that flamenco is an art form in general. It's not only like a dance form. And so in order to dance well, you have to know about cante, you have to know about singing, you have to know about the guitar, you have to know about rhythm, you have to know how to play palmas, which is the hand clapping. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about that too. And the most important thing once you start dancing is, like I said, not only the steps, but and what I enjoy the most, and what really gives me the passion and the heart pumping is responding to the singing. So that's what's so pure about it, is that yes, you have shows that are choreographed, but then you have tablao shows which are more improvised, and you don't really know what's going to happen. You don't know what they're going to sing for you. And so it's that kind of like interaction between the musicians and the dancer that really makes it so special, and it's so different every day. And that's why there's so much to learn, because it's never ending. Even the experts say, you keep on learning. And so it's a very humbling art form.
And then aside from, the musician and the dancer, the singer, having this connection, the audience has this thing called duende, right? There's this like,
duende, it's not like necessary. It's kind of this ambiguous kind of like air type feeling, which is created in the atmosphere. It's not like the audience or the dancers. It's kind of like the mixture of the energy in the room at the moment, and you never know when it's when it's going to come down, so to speak. So Lorca, the poet, he coined the phrase, and basically what he meant to explain with that is that it's this kind of intangible feeling that everything is just in sync and everything is just connected, and then you feel this energy. I like to compare it. I always try make this comparison with love. Duende for me is like love. It's like you don't really know what it is, or how it's going to happen, or where, or with whom, or whatever. But when it happens, you
feel it.
You just know, no doubt in your mind, right? It's like, boom. And that's how it is with the duende. It doesn't happen very often, right? Just kind of like with love, it's a special thing. And so, for me personally, it's kind of like when I get off stage and I'm like, what just happened? And I don't really know what just happened. It's kind of like you get out of your head. That personally for me is kind of when I feel that when you let yourself go, basically.
I love that because like you said, flamenco, it's such a complex art form. For years and years and years, people train and immerse themselves in the culture. You moved to Spain, you've been there for 20 years, but there is that opportunity for people that are experiencing it as an audience member, or as someone who is a flamenco lover and may not have the vocabulary to dance it, but can feel that. You still feel that. That's the unbelievable moment in flamenco, that it's like, it's not just isolated. I feel like it's very accessible for people to be so moved by the music. And I fell in love with it. I did 2 episodes.
That's what.
Yeah, it's amazing. And what's amazing too is my last season was based on my DNA map, and I had a big chunk from the Iberian Peninsula from my mother's side, and she has darker skin. She also has the Persian side. So it feels very much, and I got to dance with dancers in Sevilla and Utrera during the Potaje Gitano festival. So we were right in the gypsy culture, and it was just like, I felt like I was feeling duende like every second of the moment, because it was just so intense and just so beautiful. But all right, enough talk, because we could talk about this all day long. It's amazing to be able to be with you. For everybody who's here.
Yes, I can talk about flamenco all day long.
I know, right? This is Leilah Broukhim. She's a flamenco dancer, musician, artist, performer. She is in Spain right now, and we're going to have Leilah show us a little bit of flamenco before she teaches us some of this incredible dance that I followed in love with, and it looks like a lot of you on here have fallen in love with it too. So I'm going to let Leilah take the stage, and I'll set this
up. Frame.
Yeah, let's do that.
Frame. Make sure that you can see me. So I'm just going to do like a little demonstration so you guys can hear a little bit of the footwork and some arm work. Don't get freaked out. The class that we're going to do is not going to be this complicated. So I'm just going to do like a little demonstration. Obviously I don't have music, but hopefully, you never know, one day we could do it live.
Yeah.
in person. So I'm just going to do like a little bit of bulería, which is one of the palos or rhythms of flamenco. I don't know, I'm just going to improvise something. So let's see.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna have a little drink of water.
Yeah, please. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I wish, look, we're tethered to technology and the access we have, we can do what we can, but hearing that was just incredible. Oh. Hearing the rhythms of it and then snapping and you're using your body. I know for everybody on here, we're limited to a tiny little screen, but it's just incredible to hear how you made music with your body just now.
Thank you so much. I'm a little bit out of practice since quarantine, but yeah, it's funny, you just it's kind of like it's in you. You'll never forget.
Don't lose it. No, it was beautiful. Oh my gosh. All right. So everybody here, we are with Leilah Broukhim. She's going to teach us. That is not what we're going to learn. We're going to learn very, very, very basic. Leilah, if you could turn the screen a little bit so we could see your feet a little better, do you mind? No. Maybe angle it down a hair and then turn it. That might be better.
There we go.
Yeah. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you.
Better?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Michaela, you're gonna keep the class with me?
I am.
I'm so excited. Actually see a student as opposed to, just talking to yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is in order to learn how to dance flamenco, you have to know what rhythm you're doing, right? So the first thing we're going to do is learn how to play palmas. And palmas is hand clapping. There's two types of hand clapping. There's palmas sordas, which is cupping the hands like this. And then there's palmas claras or altas, which is kind of like applauding, and it's a higher pitch sound. Okay, so we're gonna do sordas so we don't disturb the neighbors. Okay, and I'm gonna teach you a rhythm called tangos, not to be confused with Argentine tango. Tangos is a 4/4 rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're gonna do is that with the right foot, we're gonna stop the floor on 1, 1. And then the 2, 3, 4, we're going to play the palmas. 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. 2, 3, and 4. Excellent.
Now, I have a question. When I'm stamping my foot, is it my whole foot or just my heel or my toe? Or
whole foot. It's called a golpe, which is a stomp, which is the whole foot, like you're mad, like stomp, like you're mad. Okay. So one thing I'm going to explain is that obviously we don't do the 1, 2, 3, 4 over and over and over again. If you've seen a flamenco show, you see how the dancers and the musicians all kind of like magically stop at the same time. Okay. That's called remate. Remate is like the hem of a dress. It's what kind of closes the cycle, the rhythmic and musical cycle. So we're going to learn where the remate is in tangos. And in tangos, it's on the 3, right? We just did 1, 2, 3, 4, and the remate is on the 3. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 times. And on the 4th one, we're going to stop on the 3 and hold the 4. So watch me once. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Hold 4. So you see, I start on the 3. That was the remate. And then we hold the 4 and start again on the 1. Should we try it?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Hold 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the remate. 1, 2, 3. Hold 4. 1.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, excellent. If you guys didn't get it all the way, you can always go back, I guess, and watch it, right?
Yeah, these videos will stay up. All of our past videos are up too, but this will stay up. So if you want to keep doing this lesson over and over again, it will be here.
Excellent. So let's move on. Now that we know the rhythm of tangos, let's learn piece by piece how to move our bodies. So let's start with the hands, which is usually the hardest thing when we start dancing.
Okay.
So in order to learn how to move our hands, the first thing we want to do is have a good posture. So in flamenco, you want to really ground your feet into the floor, feet together, and you want to lift your upper body. So you're separating your upper body from your lower body, and you're standing tall and proud, as you've often seen flamenco dancers look very kind of tall and proud. So we're going to put our arms in a circle like in a ballet first, for those of you who are dancers. And it's like we're holding a beach ball, and our hands are at the level of our belly button, and our elbows are slightly lifted. Okay, so what we're going to do to learn how to move our hands in a flamenco motion is that the first thing we're going to do, which is a little strange, is that we're going to make fists. So make a fist, and we're going to circle our hands in towards your stomach, and a full circle. In. I'm going to get closer to the camera so you can see. And in. And in. You don't want to tense your arms like a Hulk. You want to relax your arms, and the tension comes from the muñeca, from the wrist. Yes, so we're going in. Good. Now we're going to go out as if we're pushing out, pushing out, pushing out. Very slowly, pushing out. Good. Now we're going to go in and out. In and out. Very good. And in and out. And making sure that their arms are round and not bent like a triangle. Yeah, okay, so shake your hands out. So now we know how to move the wrists. Now what we're going to do is learn how to move the fingers with the wrists. So what we're going to do is that we're in our ballet first here with our hands at the level of our belly button, and we're going to move our hands in like a fan and around. Yes. Again, in towards you. Yes, and around. In, separating the fingers and around. And the gentlemen move their fingers. Well, you can also move your fingers if you like, but traditionally they move their fingers together. So the women, we separate our fingers like a fan, and the men, but that's also just, you know, whatever style you like. So if you're a woman, you can also move your hands like this. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to go out now. So same thing, out, like pushing water. Like when you're swimming, except you don't swim with your arms, right? You just swim with your hands.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yes. Good. Now let's go in and out, which is what we're going to be doing in the movement. In, and I open, and then out. And in and out. And in and out. Good. So let's remember that. And now I'm going to teach you, I'm going to be piling the information on, and we're going to put it all together. Now that we have, I'm going to teach you what's called a marcaje, a marking step. A marking step is used to either move around, or you can do a marking step in place. For purposes of the video, let's do a marking step in place.
Okay.
This is a speedy class, by the way. I usually don't go this fast. Okay, so imagine you have a square in front of you.
Oh, Leilah, you're breaking up just a little bit. You're breaking up just a little bit. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry.
Okay,
yeah,
no problem.
Give me 1 second.
No problem. And for everybody who's here, we are going to be doing flamenco with Leilah Broukhim. She's a wonderful, wonderful flamenco dancer. And if we are already, I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling this tension here, building the muscle here. But we're so excited to have her teach us here. We're going to bring her right back in. There we go. I think that's better. Can you hear me? Leilah, can you hear me? Oh. We'll try again. But for everybody who's here, Michelle, thank you for coming in. Amy Lynn, Crystal, yes, we're feeling the duende, I know. No music needed, Kimothy, exactly. She's making music with her body. It is wonderful. Katie, thank you. Martha, thank you for joining us. Zahir, yep, hello. She's gonna jump right back in. But for those of you who are here, this is our 25th week of Bare Feet Live. We are so excited to have Leilah Broukhim. She is a flamenco dancer. I don't know if you guys got to see our flamenco episodes. We did 2. It was a huge honor for me to dance with Cristina Hoyos, who is a legendary dancer at the Flamenco Museum in Sevilla, in Seville, Spain. I also danced with Milagros Menjivar at the Cristina Herin Foundation, which is an incredible school for flamenco in Seville. And Leilah and I met during the Flamenco Festival in New York City. Here she is. We're going to get her right back in. Let's see. But it is wonderful to have Leilah here with us today. She's tuning in from Spain. Let's see, Leilah, are you back? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Leilah? Hello, hello, hello. This was such a wonderful class. I don't want to lose you. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, can you hear me? I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Let's pick up where we left off.
Perfect.
Yes. So we have the square that's in front of us, right? Imaginary square. And let's put our hands on our hips for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a marking step with the ball of the foot, which is just the top part of the foot. And we're going to step out and we're going to step in together. And now on the left, out and in, and out and in, and out and in. And when I step out, I'm putting my weight on both feet, okay? So let's do that to the rhythm of tangos. I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to step out on the 1, and we're going to step out 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So we step out on the 1 and in on the 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, and 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 3, 4. Do we have that? Pretty easy, right?
Yeah, that's right. So when we step out, Leilah, we're bending our front knee a little bit, right?
So in flamenco, both of our knees are slightly bent to give us flexibility. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my knees are slightly bent. So when I mark out, both of my knees are a little bit bent, kind of like a spring.
Got it.
Yeah. So we're not stepping kind of with straight legs like this. We have a little bit of flexibility in the legs, and also when we do footwork. So let's see how far we get with that.
Yeah.
So do we have those steps?
Yeah.
For now marking? Okay, so let's add the arms. Here we go.
Beautiful.
So what we're going to do is that we have our feet together, and what we're going to do is that we're going to reach up to the sky and as we traditionally teach, pick an apple, turning our hand towards the outside like I taught you. So remember the outside motion, and then we have the inside motion. So with the hand, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reach up to the sky, and I'm going to turn my hand, open it. I don't know if you can see my hand. And then I'm going to turn it back in, and I'm going to put it in my pocket. Yes? And now with the other arm, reaching up, turning my hand like a fan in diagonal. My arm is straight. And I'm bringing over the elbow along my body, and I'm putting it into my pocket. Let me do it a little bit closer. I'm on my knees here like a Russian dancer. And out here, reaching up, looking at the sky, and then I'm coming down along my body. Now the other side, reaching up, right? Really expressing myself with my hand, and also I'm looking at my hand. So I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. I'm looking where I'm moving my hand. So let's do the same thing, but with the marking steps. So what we're going to do this. Our hands are on our hips, and we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the foot comes back on the 3, but the arm comes down on the 3, 4. That's what I'm talking about, that the upper body in flamenco is separate from the lower body because it doesn't always do the same thing. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. I look up on the 1, 2, and on the 3, 4, I'm back to center. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. How are we doing, Michaela?
Yeah, I love it. And it's so funny when you said we're picking the apple. I took a lesson in our episode with Milagros Menjivar, and she was saying that, but she was so fast that I didn't realize. I knew that it was like she would do this motion, and so I said, "Oh, she's eating the apple. She's eating the apple." But I love this idea of putting it in your pocket. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, so you're reaching for it with the exterior hand motion that I was teaching you down here, and then you're bringing it back into your pocket with the interior motion of the hand.
Yeah.
Okay. So since I don't know how much time we have left, but let's get a little bit of footwork in there, and then let's put everything we learned together. Okay.
Love it.
Here we go. So there are different techniques in flamenco in footwork. There's the golpe, which is the whole foot. And then there's the planta tacón. Planta is the ball. So if this is my foot and this is the ball of the foot and this is my heel, it's ball, I lift the heel, and then I put the heel down.
Okay.
Ball, heel. So let me show you here. Can you see my feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go ball, the ball sticks to the floor, and then heel. Ball, heel. Ball, heel. Ball, heel. So you do the ball, the heel is up, and then you press the foot down while sticking the ball on the floor. You don't do ball and then heel. It's ball, stick to the floor, heel. Ball, heel. Ball, heel. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's the technique. There are other techniques which we're not going to learn now, which is digging in the heel. There's punta, the toe. There's also the latigo, which actually comes from tap. And then if you put that all together, you have what is called the Escobiya, which is what I showed you in the beginning.
Right.
So let's do a little combination, or Escobiya, okay? Starting with the right foot, we're going to do ball heel on the right. I'm mirroring you guys. Ball here on the right. I don't know if that mirroring works on Zoom, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So ball heel, and then stomp, stomp. So we're going to go ball, heel, and stomp, stomp. Ball, heel, and stomp, stomp. Right foot does ball, heel. Left foot does stomp, stomp. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1. So the same counts as the tangos that I taught you guys. 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have that?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so let's just add one little thing. and then we'll put it all together. Okay.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this 3 times, just like the palmas. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, the third one. And on the last one, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 3 stomps. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be our finish. That's going to be our remate. So the same thing for palmas, that we did 4 palmas. And on the third one, we stop on the 3. Here also, we do the same thing. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The third one, 3, 4, and right, left, right.
I don't know who's calling me. That's perfect. That's perfect. No,
okay.
that was
Okay, so do we have that? We have ball, heel, flat, flat, ball, heel, flat, flat, ball, heel, flat, 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 flat.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's recoup. Let's recapitulate. We have palmas, marcaje, and Escobiya. This is all mini, and Speedy Gonzalez.
Love it, love it.
Okay, so we have let's talk it out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. And we start with the marking step. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. And we start with the footwork. Ball, heel, flat, flat. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do it over here. I just wanted to talk it out first.
Perfect.
So here we go. Let's talk it out first. We're going to do palmas 4 compases, or 4 times. Then we're going to do 4 marking steps, and then we're going to do 3 ball, heel, flat, flat, finishing with the 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we always finish on the 3, which is the remate. And we use the hold 4 to change to the next part of the dance, okay? So here we go, very, very slowly. I'm going to count down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remate. 1, 2, 3. Hold 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Marcaje. 4. 1. Oh, I'm sorry. We did it up. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Footwork. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and right, left, right. And you can do like a big finish if you want.
Yeah.
Or to the audience, or up in the air, or one arm, or down here. There are many, many options.
I love it.
Do we have time to do it one more time?
I would love to do it a few more times, a little faster each time, if that's okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do it one time very slow. So one little detail is that on the 1, 2, 3, when we finish the 3, on the 4, we put our hands on our hips to get ready to go up, which I went down by mistake. It's actually picking the apple in the tree. So we do 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. Did we get that transition?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So let's put it all together. Here we go. How's everybody doing? I haven't been able to read the comments, but I hope everybody.
I think they're loving it and they're dancing, which is great. Because what I love is we're dancing and then after, so we're good.
Here we go. I'm going to count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Hands on the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, the footwork, right, and stomp, stomp, right, and stomp, stomp, right. Here comes the big finish. And 1, 2, 3. Woo! So very important in flamenco are the jaleos. Jaleos is like the cheering that you cheer to your co-artists and from the audience as well. When somebody does a remate in the right place and in the right moment, you don't just say ole kind of like haphazardly like that. It's very in a specific place in the rhythm. And in tangos, if you do 1, 2, 3, ole. So it comes, so it will come after 3. One more time, a little faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting with so we're doing palmas, marcaje, escobiya. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, in, 4. Out, 1, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and footwork right and left, right and left, right and left. Big finish. 1, 2, 3.
Ale! One more time. This is so much fun. Can we do one more
time? Let's do
one more time. A little faster even.
Any questions out there?
I think you're such an incredibly clear teacher, Leilah. Thank you so much. This is so wonderful.
Thank you so much. Here we go. We have 4 compases of palmas, 4 marcajes, out on the 1, in on the 3, and 3 ball heel, stomp, stomp, and the big finish. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, y 4, 1. Pa, 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 pa. Y, pa, 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 pa. Y, pa, 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 pa. Last one. Pa, pa, pa. Y, feet. Pa, 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 pa. Y, ta, 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 ta. Y. And the last one, big finish. 1, 2, 3.
Hey! Yes! Oh my gosh, so good. Love it. This is so much fun, Leilah. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And to everybody who joined us, this is like crash course, mini crash course.
Crash course, yeah.
Crash course in flamenco, tangos flamencos. So Leilah, do you offer dance classes? So for everybody who's done this, you can watch this video again, do the very basics, but do you offer online courses, especially now that everything is virtual?
Yes, now that everything is virtual and we have to be careful with social distancing. Also here in Spain, things are kind of uncertain and up in the air. I'm currently offering private classes online. Feel free to email me at info@leilahbroukhim.com or write me on Instagram, Leilah_flamenco. And my music Instagram, for those of you who are interested in my music, is Leilah_music. And this has been really, really fun.
This is, oh my gosh, I love flamenco. I've always loved flamenco, but when I get to try it, even though this is like just a taste of it, I already feel so much better. And I want to do more. Oh my God, it feels so good. It feels so good. So for everybody who's here, you can watch this video again. This will stay up on our Facebook Live and our YouTube. And on Thursday, Leilah's going to come back and we're going to be on Instagram Live. So you can join us same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, on the @TravelBareFeet or Leilah Flamenco. We're going to be live. So join us this Thursday. We're going to maybe do some similar stuff and maybe a little bit of a change as well. But join us. And if you want to take more, I want to take more lessons with you, Leilah. I'm going to sign up for private lessons. This is so fun.
Amazing.
So fun. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. And find Leilah's music on Spotify. Is it just under Leilah Broukhim?
Leilah Broukhim, yes. I never had an artistic name, so just went for the traditional Persian Jewish
Well,
name.
it's a gorgeous, gorgeous name. I mean, you couldn't come up with a better creative name. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for thinking of me and for
thank you. Oh, we're losing again, but the beautiful thing is, for those of you who are on here, Leilah and I have never danced together before. So I feel so honored that we're able to dance together. Hopefully we'll be able to dance in person once we get through this on the other side of this, but we'll make it happen. But thank you, Leilah. Thank you, everybody who's on here. Oh my gosh, we will see you on Thursday. Everybody be safe, wear your masks, please register to vote, do everything you have to do. We're gonna get through this. Dance with us. We have all 24 past guests. Leilah was our 25th. They're all online. So if you want to learn all styles of dance from all over the world, check it out. But we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you, Leilah. Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Michaela.
Gracias.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao,
Gracias.
ciao.